Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. And this is my performance review of the 361 Degrees Big 3 5.0 Quick. So this shoe is very under the radar, super underrated, super slept on. But I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this is one of the best hoop shoes that you can get right now, right? And especially if you're a guard, for guards, I would say, But something that's a little bit better is the Big 3 5.0 Quick Pro. So this is the Pro version. I would say this shoe is one of the best shoes that you can get right now. So because it has improved cushion, but it is $20 more. So the Quick Pro is 150 bucks and then the regular Quick is 130 bucks. So if you do want to spend the extra money for better cushion, then definitely do get the Quick Pro. But yeah, it's like underrated because even on their website, it's like not even available. They have like, Aaron Gordon shoe, even his slides, and then the DVD 2, and then the Big 3 Future, which is kind of like their big shoe that they're trying to promote right now. But this is their best shoe in my personal opinion, you know what I mean? So if you guys do want to cop, I try to leave a link in the description box. They also have some amazing colorways. Yeah, the Quick and the Quick Pro, like they're killing it with the colorways and the overall design. This shoe looks great. So anyways, what makes this shoe one of the best hoop shoes for guards right now? Let's go over that right now and let's get it started off with the Tracciones. So the Traction is very similar in design to the Quick Pro. I mean, this shoe obviously came out first and then the Pro came out after that, but there are a couple of differences, you know what I mean? There's actually like a two-piece outsole. There's a slit here exposing this Quick CQ Tech Foam, but in the regular Quick, it's just one piece, you know what I mean? And also like the polygons and stuff like that overall are very, very similar, but here in the heel, it's a little bit different, right? But how is the traction? It's amazing, guys. If you're playing on a clean court, you have one of the hardest stops you can get right now. Amazing stop. Very, very loud, high-pitched squeak as well. I mean, of course, squeak has nothing to do with performance, but a lot of hoopers, including me, like to have a nice, loud, high-pitched squeak. So yeah, this shoe definitely does have that. And also for dust performance, if you're playing on a dusty court, it does pick up very minimal dust. It does pick up a little bit of dust, however, you know what I mean? But very, very minimal, and it binds through dust extremely well. But then if you're playing on a super dusty court, of course, most shoes are going to pick up dust, but it's a very, very easy wipe. You know what I mean? So you just go 1-2 slight wipes and you're good to go. Same thing with the Quick Pro. You know what I mean? Definitely do get the solid rubber outsole option. Don't get the translucent. If you get the solid rubber outsole option, yeah, you're gonna be good to go for the performance for the Traction on a clean court and also on a dusty court. If you're playing on an outdoor court, it says it's abrasion resistant, but I definitely don't think it'll be very good. The grooves are really thin. The rubber also is kind of soft as well, so it doesn't seem like the most durable outsole for outdoor use, right? But if you're playing on an indoor court, the Traction is absolutely amazing and absolutely top tier. And now moving on to the heel to toe transition, overall very smooth, but also kind of snappy as well, you know what I mean? So here in the heel, we got a nice curve shape and also exposed midsole. This is NRGX foam, and there's definitely a lot less compression from this midsole comparing it to this, which has, it looks like Boost, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is definitely a little bit softer. But anyways, that feels kind of nice here in the heel, and then coming here into the forefoot, we got a nice rocker shape, right? So that feels really, really smooth. And then in the forefoot, we got a nice little rebound back, you know what I mean? It does feel a little snappy, so when you're doing heel dominant strides down the court and you kind of like flex the shoe, kind of like springs you forward a little bit, very similar to the Quick Pro. But the difference is that this is using carbon fiber, but it's only a midfoot chain plate. It's not extending here into the forefoot, which I wish they did. If it extended into the forefoot, it would feel a little bit more snappy, you know what I mean? But the Quick Pro also in the forefoot does feel a little bit snappier than the regular Quick, you know what I mean? It feels like there's a little bit more tension in the Pro. But anyways, overall heel to toe transition, very, very smooth. And now moving on to the cushioning setup. So the cushioning setup is extremely responsive, but definitely a disappointment in my personal opinion, right? So if you want something comfortable, and if you want a shoe that has pretty nice step and comfort, this is not the best shoe. You know what I mean? But it's responsive. Yeah. Court feels great, and you feel very quick because there's not a whole lot of compression. It's just, once you tell the shoe to do something for the cushion, it does it, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel mushy, so that's good. And impact protection, I would say, is okay. It's not even great or good. My feet did hurt a little bit when I was playing in the shoe. I mean, the insole definitely does help a little bit. It is Quick CQ Tech, but it's really thin. And the texture on the actual insole also not the best for lockdown, and my foot was moving around inside of the shoe a little bit because of it, but which we'll get into. But yeah, it's not the best cushioning setup. Yeah, definitely the Quick Pro is a lot better. The Quick Pro also isn't even the best cushioning setup either. You know what I mean? If you want a really nice, comfortable cushioning setup, there's cushioning setup like the Kai one. The Ranger one also is really, really nice. And then if you want something a little bit more responsive than that, but still soft and comfortable, the Zap one is still a really nice option, right? But the Quick Pro, like I said, you have a little bit more compression from the actual midsole with this foam, which is Quick CQ Tech foam. It looks a little bit like Boost, right? Versus the NRG X foam, right? So there's more compression from the Pro. Also, step and comfort is nicer, right? Underfoot cushion, there's a little bit more compression and a little bit more bounce for underfoot cushion in the Pro versus the regular Quick. So that's kind of like where your $20 is going, you know what I mean, for the cushioning setup. So there is the cushion there. Moving on to the upper. So also for the upper, it is kind of different, but pretty much on foot, it's like the same, you know what I mean? So this is a very open mesh. The Quick Pro, it's not as open, you know what I mean? And it does seem like it is a single layer. The Quick, it seems like it is double layered, you know what I mean? There's a mesh material underneath this. So ventilation is actually going to be better in the regular Quick, although the Quick Pro is still pretty good. But yeah, I mean, they're both really soft. They also both conform to your foot extremely well, and they're both really supportive. I would say the Quick Pro feels a little bit more supportive, but the Quick also still feels supportive. And also we have a layer of fuse going around the tip of the toe for both of the shoes as well, for better durability and support. So I do like the overall material. It's really, really thin, very minimal, conforms to your foot very well, and it's supportive, which is kind of like all the things that I want from the upper, right? Stays extremely thin in the midfoot. Look at that. And then for the tongue, we have like an average amount of padding. I mean, it seems like a lot of padding, but the foam is actually kind of airy, you know what I mean? So it's not super foamy. And it's also a half booty construction tongue, giving you a better overall one-to-one fit. And then here in the ankle area, it's pretty much the same as the Pro. We have like an average amount of padding. So yeah, I mean, material quality also is pretty nice. It doesn't feel cheap really at all either. Especially for 130 bucks and also 150 bucks. It feels really nice on foot too. So I do really like the overall materials in the Quick and also the Quick Pro. And now moving on to the fit. So I went true to size, and this shoe fits me perfectly, pretty much like a glove. There's a little bit of length, I would say just a tiny bit. But for the most part, it's a really nice snug fit here in the toe box for both of the shoes. I would say actually the Quick Pro is a little bit roomier in the toe box, however, because it kind of scrunches up a little bit more for some reason. The Quick Pro doesn't do that as much, you know? And also width-wise, they're both slightly narrow. So for me, going true to size is a really nice snug fit. And I would suggest most people go true to size, but if you want a little bit roomier, you will be a little bit more on the safer side of things, go up half a size, right? So there is the fit there. Moving on to support and lockdown, also really, really nice. And I love how supported this shoe feels for how minimal this shoe feels, right? So for the most part, if a shoe feels really minimal, usually it's not as supported, you know what I mean? I mean, support usually is adequate in most hoop shoes, but it's not good. It's not really good, right? But the big three, 5.0 Quick and the Quick Pro, the support is actually really, really nice. You know, even if you're a bigger dude and you need a lot of support, I feel like this shoe has got you covered, you know? So for lateral containment, you can see the plastic coming up, acting as a sidewall. It also, you know, cages the cushion obviously, but it comes up in the forefoot, also comes up a little bit here in the midfoot, and we have an internal TPO heel counter, and pretty much the same exact thing in the Quick Pro. Right, we can see the plastic coming up. So lateral containment, your foot is not coming out of the footbed at all, right? And overall upper feels supportive too. Like, I definitely feel like, you know, that's why they added like this plastic material over the eyelets. You know, it kind of stiffens up the upper a little bit, which is good for support, but also doesn't add that much bulk really at all. So yeah, lateral containment, really, really nice. Lateral stability is really good too. You can see the outrigger here, you know, the outsole does protrude out here in the forefoot on the lateral side a good amount. So lateral stability, really, really nice. And I had zero issues with heel slippage or anything like that. My foot felt extremely locked into the shoe once I tightened the laces. And when I was playing it, it's just like, I didn't really have to worry about the shoe. I just, you know, it was playing, you know? So a support and lockdown is phenomenal in the shoe, especially for how lightweight and minimal the shoe feels. And also, as far as the weight goes, this shoe is pretty dang light. 11.8 ounces. The average weight of my shoes is around 12.5 ounces, so 11.8, very, very light. Let's check the other shoe. 11.7 ounces, right? But the Quick CQ Tech foam is actually lighter. The Quick Pro is like 10.55 ounces, over an ounce lighter for the Quick Pro, which you can definitely feel, right? So yeah, the Quick Pro is lighter. The cushion is better. So that's definitely a plus. But the regular quick, you still feel extremely quick in it. You know what I mean? And obviously, both of these shoes are made for guards. You know, people who want to feel extremely quick. So yeah, the traction, phenomenal. Cushion, extremely responsive because it's overall pretty stiff. The upper extremely minimal, but also very supportive. Lockdown's great. So when I was playing the shoe, I just felt like I can play in it, not worry about the shoe, and feel extremely fast and extremely quick, right? One thing, obviously, I would improve upon is the cushioning setup. I wish the Energy X was a little bit softer, or maybe put a soft mesh shovel board into the shoe for the quick. Because, you know, they did that in the AG4, and the AG4 is 361 as well, which is really nice in that shoe. But yeah, I mean, the Energy X foam is stiffer than the Quick CQ Tech foam, right? So I understand them not putting soft mesh shovel board in this shoe, but I definitely wish they would have put it here. So the underfoot cushioning would be better, but they didn't. So that's a little bit of a bummer. And like I said, ventilation is really nice in this shoe. And aesthetically, I love it. This colorway looks absolutely amazing, guys. I love the flat colors that they have on this colorway, but also they have some amazing colorways as well. And the overall silhouette looks great in this shoe, right? And also for the Quick Pro. The Quick Pro also has some amazing colorways coming out. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, don't sleep on this shoe, guys. Don't sleep on this shoe. And like I said, if you want the overall better performer, get the Quick Pro. Better cushion, and it's lighter, but it is $20 more expensive. So if you don't mind the stiffer cushion, and obviously 11.8 ounces is still extremely light, this is one of the most responsive shoes that you can get right now. Like, you feel extremely quick, but also like it's a really minimal and thin upper, which still has really good support, surprisingly, you know what I mean? So yeah, if you're a guard, this is one of the best guard shoes you can get right now, and it surprised the hell out of me. This is a sleeper. Do not sleep on this shoe or the Quick Pro, right? So anyways, that about concludes my performance review of the 361 Degrees Big 3 5.0 Quick. And I also did like a little comparison with the Quick Pro. Again, if you guys do want to cop either of these shoes, I'll try to leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.